I see another dad in Riteish and I see how amazing he is.
That faces मेरे ख्याल से आज से 5 साल 7 साल पहले हम देख भी नहीं सकते थे.
The South. I learned to be a South girl so much more when I went to the South. When I was getting married, everyone was like, "You're at the peak of your career." I didn't have to tell Riteish that, listen, now from this date to this date.
Hello everyone, this is Aaina and welcome to Instant Bollywood. I'm with two people who are so talented beyond their acting career. Joining me in a conversation is Genelia Deshmukh and Manav Kaul. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I have to say the trailer looks really nice. I really enjoyed watching it.
Thank you.
And the first thought that I got जब मैंने trailer देखा, keeping the humorous part aside, is I've seen a lot of families and friends जहाँ पे वो broken family होती है and one parent होता है and the child is always a little disturbed. What do you have to say? What has been your father's impact in your life exactly? And how important is it for the mom and dad to be there for the child to, be groomed in the best way possible?
So I don't know it any other way because my parents have always been very involved parents and me and Riteish are pretty involved parents. So I don't know it. So it'd be wrong for me to comment on a relationship that I don't know. But having said that, the first part of your question, which is what is your dad's role? My dad's role is huge in my life because I think what he did, which was very special, was he never differentiated between me and my brother. We were both brought up. It was never made to feel that you're a girl, so you can't do certain things. It was always me and my brother were brought up the same way. He always told us that you're the king of your own house, so don't keep craving for someone else. So as a person, I'm extremely content in whichever scenario I am, and I think that is upbringing, and that's what my dad taught me. I see another dad in Riteish, and I see how amazing he is in terms of the quality time that he spends with his kids and also how particular he is about respect, which is something I think we always say that, girls need to be safe, but we don't bring up our boys to understand that they need to be safe. And I think it starts with an upbringing of a boy at home.
Yeah, awesome. Would you give him full marks for that?
Who?
Riteish as a dad?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll give him more than full marks.
How sweet. What about you?
My dad was amazing. And because he's from Kashmir, when I visit Kashmir this time and I wrote a book on Kashmir called Ruh, I actually discovered my father completely from the scratch again, because जब आपके father नहीं रहते हैं, जब आप miss करते हो, एक void आपको समझ में आता है, and then you understand, because मैं बहुत जल्दी घर से निकल गया था, so I was always out, I was always traveling, I was always doing theatre, I was always in Bombay, so I miss that thing, that उनके साथ वापस कश्मीर जाना और देखना उनका पूरा का पूरा youth उन्होंने कैसे बिताया था. So it was very, very special. I still go to Kashmir and I feel my father there.
Both of you all have taken a break from acting at some point in your life, in your career.
Everyone knows this.
So what about trial period and the films or the kind of projects you all are doing has given you that कि हाँ मुझे ये करना है, क्योंकि अब आप बहुत selective हो गए हो ever since you all have come back. So how exactly are you all making these choices?
I don't think मैं selective, मतलब ये टैग मेरे साथ रहता है कि मैं बहुत selective हूँ, ऐसा है नहीं. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि लोग बहुत अलग तरीके से, because इंडस्ट्री इतनी इंटरेस्टिंग चेंज हुई है, इंडस्ट्री में everything has changed so interestingly well, because अब आप जो कहानियाँ देख रहे हैं, the kind of story trial period is, ये आज से 10 साल पहले बहुत मुश्किल था ऐसा बनना, और इस तरीके के लोगों के साथ, otherwise और without compromising on script on anything. So मुझे लगता है अभी इंडस्ट्री चेंज हुआ, लोगों का देखना चेंज हुआ है, and they wanted different actors. Like अभी जैसे मैंने अभी एक सीरीज देखी कोहरा, you see the faces you have seen, that faces मेरे ख्याल से आज से 5 साल 7 साल पहले हम देख भी नहीं सकते थे, with absolutely important role and those amazing faces which is absolutely Indian faces and Indian stories. So इतना सुंदर बदल रहा है, इतना सुंदर हम लोग अपनी rooted stories लेकर आ रहे हैं. I feel this is the best time.
I think first when I was acting, I was doing a lot more work because it was the only thing that I did. I was only an actor. Today I'm a mom, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a producer. I have a music label. So there's a lot of other work which I enjoy doing as well. I enjoy that my character today, my personality today has different aspects to it. And I think there's no set pattern right now, but it's like Manav said, it's just like when I do it, I want to be there and I don't want to be somewhere else. So that's the clarity that I have for sure.
Because Manav sir said it was very different from what the industry was before. What is that one thing that you all have felt कि यहाँ एक बहुत एक evident change आई है industry में? Besides the audiences, probably something that the audiences don't know about. What would that be?
Very evident. Everyone knows. You know, you see the stories. जैसे मतलब पंचायत है, जमतारा है, you know, कोहरा है, डेली क्राइम है. मतलब डेली क्राइम आज से 10-15 साल पहले बनना impossible था. And look at Shefali Shah, how she's riding and she's doing such amazing work.
I loved Ajib Dasta.
Oh, thank you
and
so much.
You and Shefali. It was such a sweet story.
I know.
Even Genelia, for you, you know, you were way ahead of your time.
Yeah.
You actually did not differentiate between industries very early on in your career. Wade also did so well. What do you have to say that now the lines are blurring or everything is becoming pan-India? Do you have any plans to again explore that side of your career?
No, I'd love to. In fact, people always ask me, how do you do this? How do you go to the South and do this? And, you know, it's a matter of language, it's a matter of this. But I've always said that, and I genuinely feel it, that a lot is unsaid. A lot of your acting can be unsaid. A lot of it can be, you know, through. It doesn't necessarily mean, you know, that you have to know everything. You have to be in that zone of it. Like, I learned the South. I learned to be a South girl so much more when I went to the South. And having said that, like a South girl wears a black bindi, a Maharashtrian girl wears a maroon bindi. I didn't know that difference till I played these characters. So I think my personality improved because I knew all these things all over regionally and, you know, going to different places. And today when you see cinema appreciated like a blanket, it makes you feel proud that there's no hierarchy, there's no division, there's a sense of actors coming out and to their own and not just stars being made.
Do you like look back and feel like, I'm so glad I did all this very early on and now the change is coming?
It gives me a sense of pride that I didn't only listen to everyone, I thought for myself.
Yeah, that's great. So even for you, you know, the kind of roles you've done in the recent time, it's the ideal partner, boyfriend you want to have, girls want to have. Is this a conscious effort? क्योंकि आपने काय पोछे और वजीर में एक नेगेटिव रोल किया था, तो वो पॉजिटिव इमेज रखने के लिए एक कॉन्शियस एफर्ट है एक तरह का?
Consciously, but मेरा एक था कि because I get bored very easily, so I don't want to play anything which I have played before. So एक ही बस लाइन थी कि I will do something which is new. Whether it's grey, whether it is positive, whether it is lead, or whether it is a very interesting special role, I will do everything which I haven't done before. That is the only criteria still I have. Because otherwise, same चीज़ तो आप ही बोलेंगे, सवाल पूछेंगे कि आप एक जैसी चीज़ें क्यों करते हैं? So it's better question, no, than that.
Yeah, that is different. Genelia, even when, you know, being a girl who's not married and who's not doesn't have kids, I even discussed this with Kajol ma'am recently that it scares me कि मैं future में अपना काम बच्चे, like how will I do all of that? Did you ever feel that at any point of time? And now you're not only a mother or wife, but you're also doing so many other things. What do you have to say? How do you reach that stage of your life?
No, I think I went to the flow of it. You know, when I was getting married, everyone was like, you're at the peak of your career. How can you get married? Like, you know, now there's so much work to do. But I never saw that as a reason not to get married because I was ready to get married, you know. And then when I got married and I thought I would act, but then I felt that no, I want to enjoy a part of my life that I haven't enjoyed. I wanted to give some time to a relationship that was just developing, right? After marriage, it's a new home, it's a new surrounding. So I've always been that kind of girl who does what my heart tells me to do. And this is not just a phrase that I'm using. I've genuinely been that kind of girl. And I'm glad that I do it that way. And I think if you follow your heart, as much as it sounds cliche and as much as it sounds like something that is not possible, it is very, very true. You can manage the world if your heart is in the right place.
It's true. And you even said that you've been blessed with the men in your life.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
Riteish sir also
Yeah.
kind of takes up the
Yeah.
home duty
Yeah.
when you're working.
Yeah.
Does that still happen?
Yes, absolutely. I'm sitting here and he's the homemaker at home. I think when you have that maturity in your relationship and when it's not had to be told, like I didn't have to tell Riteish that, listen, now from this date to this date, you be at home. I didn't have to do that. It's a matter of understanding that you have to go and promote your film. I'm there to support you.
Yeah, I'm going to take tip. Manav, so for you, I've seen your interviews, and the thing that comes out of each interview is how simple you are despite all the glam that goes around you. How do you make sure that you're happy with the house you're in? You're not out there calling the paps and stuff. How are you managing the simplicity in you still?
I think after a certain age, you don't waste time in things you are not. So you only do things which you are and you love it.
Yeah.
I love spending time in my house. I love spending time with my group, my theatre group, which I run, and I love traveling. So both simple cheezein hain. And because I write, I meet interesting people. I meet people who reads a lot. जो मेरे को conversation बहुत मजा आता है. तो it's fairly simple. ऐसा decide नहीं किया. मुझे मजा ही वहीं आता है. तो मैं वही करता हूँ. अब जिस दिन पार्टीज में मजा आएगा मैं पार्टीज करूँगा. But I don't think मैं वो आदमी हूँ.
Yeah, it's very superficial.
Not superficial है. वो बहुत अच्छा है. लेकिन कुछ लोगों को उसमें ज़्यादा मजा आता है. मैं थोड़ा सा इधर वाला आदमी हूँ. So एवरीवन वो जो कर रहा है उसको मजा आता है तभी कर रहा है. ऐसा नहीं है कि मेरे को बहुत बुरा लग रहा है लेकिन मैं कर रहा हूँ ये. सब आदमी वही कर रहे हैं जिनको अच्छा लगता है.
Awesome. I wish I had more time to chat. I'll quickly do a rapid fire with you guys. So we'll go alternate.
Yeah.
My first question, one role you wish you did in recent times, which you saw, any project?
I saw this film called Close on Mubi, Belgian film. I wish I was assistant, I was anything, any one passing shot also, anything. It's such an amazing film. You have to see it to believe me.
I have to.
Yeah.
The sweetest text someone has sent you after watching any of your films that has stayed with you till date?
When Jaane To was releasing, Riteish and me were pretending to not be dating each other and being best friends. And he came for the premiere, I remember, and he went and he sat in to see the film. And I was doing interviews out, and his screening started, and he was saying, I got a message, and he said, I just think you're fabulous. I'm so proud of you. So that text has just stayed with me forever.
And chup chup ke also.
Yeah, chup chup ke. Like, the irony was at Jaane To, we have planned to enter separate to do all of this. And we both entered together.
I'm going to use that picture from the premiere.
You'll see it. Like, there's a video for it, and you'll see both of us laughing because we've planned for this 2 hours to enter separately and all. And at that point in time, we both entered together. So, yeah.
And there were speculations that you already
There was always speculation, but we always said, no, we are just good friends.
I remember I was in school when Jaane To came, and I was dying to grow up and have a college life just because I thought my college life was going to be like Jaane To ya Jaane To. Your favorite project till date that you have been a part of?
I don't remember what I have done. थोड़ा चला जाता है, भूल जाता हूँ मैं. लेकिन जो लोगों ने पसंद किया है, which is अजीब दास्तान.
One thing you love, hate and tolerate about Riteish?
I love Riteish. I love Riteish in totality. Something that I think he can do better in tolerate is his lack of planning and time management, for sure. Is that hate is too strong a word.
Yeah. If you had to choose something from true love, money and fame, and you didn't have any, and for the rest of your life, what would you choose and why?
Work. Something that I love doing.
And you are okay with
I don't conceive money at all in my head.
Okay. Lastly, if Jaane To or Jaane Na had a remake and you had to cast someone from you and Imran, who would the cast be?
No, me.
You.
Me and Imran till they decide.
So when is the sequel coming out?
I don't know. I've been saying it should be Jaane too.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank
it was
you so
lovely
much.
chatting with you all, and we wish you all the very best for trial series.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Genelia.
I am Manav Kaul.
Like, share, and
Subscribe.
to Instant
Bollywood.